Alright, welcome back to the Double Golden Reaper, the series where, having already completed the Golden Reaper title once before, I aim to complete it again, but this time it's on my Ironman. Alright, so last episode I promised to reveal what my new master plan is going to be for the next several episodes. My accounts are in an interesting stage right now, where being this close to Golden Reaper means that I'm also very close to both the Final Boss and Insane Final Boss titles. As of right now, for the base Final Boss title, which requires at least 100 kill count in every boss in the game, I'm missing KC from Tuscal Zuck, Elite Dungeon 1, and Elite Dungeon 3. I have a route planned out for myself right now on how I'd like to approach that, while also making some meaningful progress in upgrading my gear. Since I finished Best in Slot Magic for now, up until the Sanctum of Rebirth release, I think it'd be interesting to start working on Best in Slot ranged gear. Having strong ranged gear will also speed up some of my future pet hunts, like Virago and Queen Black Dragon. It sounds a little bit funny to want to get top-end range gear for a low-end boss like QBD, but speeding up the content that's more boring can only be a good thing in my book. That said, here's the route I'm going to pursue. Step 1. Get an Eldritch Crossbow from the Shadow Reef. Step 2. Get Tier 90 Dracolich from Vorkath. Step 3. Get enough Ancient Scales from ED1 to make Tier 92 Elite Dracolich. Now that won't be everything I need for Best in Slot range, but it's a very strong initial step to get started. And if I can get that done, I'll have made some very meaningful progress towards Best in Slot ranged. All while also knocking out 2 of the 3 kill count requirements I'm missing for the base Final Boss title. Approaching the game like this is usually the advice I give when people ask me how I can take on such lofty goals as 5.8 billion experience or Golden Reaper all over again. If you look at the macro goal, it's overwhelming and feels unattainable a lot of the time, but by breaking it down into some manageable micro goals like this, suddenly it starts to feel much more realistic, and before you know it, you're knocking at the door of the ultimate goal. And even these are actually some pretty big goals, honestly, so we've got our work cut out for us for the next few episodes. Let's not waste any more time and see what awaits us beneath the waters of Daemonheim.
So, this is who comes to kill me. Disappointing. I had expected something more. You are not worthy of my attention. Let the many mouths of my Leviathan consume me.
Alright, here we go. This is going to be my 50th kill coming in. See if we get lucky. Nope. Blackstone Hearts though, and there's the achievement for 50 Elite Dungeon 3 solos. So I'm going to check out my chest, and I'm actually going to claim it, because I have kind of a mix of loot from all 3 dungeons. And I think now that we're at 50, it's a very nice and clean starting point to start fresh and see what we can stack up in this chest. I think tentatively going for 100 and seeing what the chest looks like will be pretty cool by the end of this episode. Wait, what? I thought I stunned that. Or maybe I switched target at the last second back to Ambi. Dang, unlucky. If I can't get a broadcast, let me get some Blackstone Hearts. Haha, okay, perfect. Yeah, we still need 200 of those to make the 2 remaining sigils that I want, and any extra is also good for upkeeping my Elite Tectonic. part always hurts like crazy. Looks like I'm on pace for a PR though. Nice, there we go. PR by 3.6 seconds. Let's scroll up here. 1:04. Not too bad. So this is kind of how I like to do my ambassador solos. Generally I'll have enough souls from the dungeon clearing sections. And I'll just start by making sure that I have activated my disruption shield for that first mage attack. Go straight into a living death and split soul. And then just start doing the best abilities that I can think of. You know, my death skulls, my necrosis abilities. I'll do my volley at some point, and I'll dump a couple weapon specs. And usually that'll let me phase pretty quickly, oftentimes before the black hole. But even if I get that, it's not too big a deal. I'm always pretty close to the phase point. And then for the spinners here, I can actually target cycle and attack them before they even spawn, which gives me a couple extra abilities and makes this phase much more stress-free. I just go around, I renew my conjures at some point during the spinners. And I'm just kind of trying to bloat and do some basics to pretty much all of them. And then finally when Ambi's back around, I'll go into a split soul. Oftentimes I'll do a tier 95 weapon spec here and do kind of that rotation while my split soul is active. And I'm waiting for my living death to come back. And then once it's back, I'll living death and I'll APOD again. And then same thing as kind of the start of the fight. I'll just do the best abilities that I can think of. Again, my death skulls and necrosis abilities. And towards the end, I'll maybe use a bloat and a weapon spec. And if all goes well, you'll actually end up pulling off something like this. Whoa! Oh man, okay, there's my first piece. No way. Oh wait, that's my 55th solo, I think? 56th, maybe? Dang, nice. Okay, that's like exactly on drop rate. Nice to get the ball rolling here. Let's go look at it in the chest. Say thank you to everybody in PMs. Honestly, I didn't expect to get one so soon. Let me go ahead and update my sheet with that and see what percentage that brings us up to. Gotta scroll all the way to the bottom here, and there we go. Click the check mark, and that puts us up to 93%. That is huge. You know, it kind of looks so close, but in some regards, with the grinds we got left, it kind of feels like 50% of the way there still. Hey, okay, 100 kill count on the Crassian. That's not 100 solos, but that's just a 100 combined kill count. Didn't expect that. So I guess that's going to knock off the final boss requirement by the end of this dungeon clear. Oh, I actually got it on my main account. Nice, okay. So finally I can quit leaving my Soul Wars games. And I can just AFK my Thaler in peace. Still going to be doing this on the Ironman, make sure I get the pet on both accounts. Kind of weird that I heard it goes into the boss pet tab, so let's check that. And yeah, it does. Okay, that's kind of weird. Claudie in the actual boss pet tab. So let's call that like an unofficial IFB/GReaper requirement. Whoa. Okay, I didn't expect that at all. I don't have a big reaction, but I'm smiling right now. That's crazy. That was only 2 kills after I got that other piece. I gotta quick chat it here. $58. Yeah, I got the other one on 56. 2 pieces in the same day? Man, can I get like the whole title in the same day? Why not? At this rate. Check out the chest here. Super cool, man. Okay. Neither one of them doubled, but that's not a problem. Realistically, we're just gonna get the one and throw it into the amulet right away. Got a nice Jazzbook timing on this one. Oh wait, it's gonna be a big pre-phase. Ooh, 118? That's wild. As long as I don't throw, I'm probably gonna get a PR on this one. Maybe I can get sub 1. This part's gonna insta-phase here, pretty much. Just a special. I'll just do a tier 95 spec. Normally I have split soul back for this second half, actually. Like, I get a split soul in the first part and split soul in the last part, but this went pretty dang fast. I'm not gonna have it. Okay, there we go. That's 2 big PRs within like 10 kills. Almost a sub 1. That'd have been cool. Okay, double Blackstone Hearts. Very good. Yep, just keep stacking those up. That's probably the common drop I like the most. More Blackstone Hearts. Nice. Blackstone Arrow Tips. Not the best drop, but we can do something with them at some point. Oh, there's a pop-up. Okay, 75 solos. Nice. We should get the 75th Ambi solo on this run as well. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I even told myself not to get baited by the pop-up, but the pop-up still baited me. Anyway, there's 75 ED3 solos. And we've got 2 out of 3 crossbow pieces, so 1 billion GP in the chest. I'm definitely happy with that. Kind of feeling a pet on this one. It's not a pet. It is so much better. It's a complete crossbow. Yes, man. That's like the biggest ED3 spoon I've ever seen in my life. I want to go to the chest, but okay. Now I gotta kill these 2 mini bosses. They followed me down. And I gotta reply to everyone too. Oh my goodness. How cool is that? Okay, can I actually kill these mini bosses though? Holy. These guys are harder than Ambi at this point. There we go. Look at that chest. Oh my gosh. 1.3 bill, 1337 in fact. Couldn't script it any better than that. Let me grab myself a screenshot. And then I guess all I'm missing is the pet now. So I think I should speedrun some thresholds and maybe just see if I can get the pet and get out of here. I can't really think off the top of my head of any reason I would want a physical ECB on top of the amulet ECB. But for now, I'll just leave this in the chest until I finish off the pet, and we'll see where that puts us. But I'm just going to speedrun up to 100 KC, and I think we'll call it a video after that, because a full crossbow and like 50 kills? That's crazy. That'll definitely make a good video. Okay, nothing special on this kill loot-wise, but that is my 85th solo. Got the bow on 81. And that should be my 90th solo. So I'm getting 5 runs an hour at the moment, very consistently. My absolute best run, I got 5.5 kills, where I made it just about to Terraket. But basically that means I just got 2 more hours, and then we'll get to work on editing this. Here is 95 kill count coming in for some more Blackstone Hearts. And I'm well above 1.5 million DG tokens now, which is pretty nice. I already have a gold accumulator unlocked from doing 120 DG, but always good to get some more tokens. Here we go. Gonna be my 100th kill. Let's see if I can also get the pet at the same time. How nice would that be? No, okay. But there's the pop-up for 100 solo mode ambassadors. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make the Eldritch Crossbow now and then claim my chest. And I'll start collecting loot in a new chest until I get the pet. So I'm going to clear the RDT drops here. Kind of get a better idea of what we got across these 50 kills. So 1.4 build total. When we take out the Eldritch pieces here, leaves us with 285 million coins. Okay. So that's got to be about, what, 5.5 million GP per run? Just in commons, not including the Eldritch pieces. But here we go. Let's go ahead and make the Eldritch Crossbow now. And it's going to feel bad. I will have to put in the amulet, but I'm going to try and put it on right here and get one look at it before it goes away forever. Does look really good. I love the pulsing of that kind of blue energy going around through the bow. I figured before I chuck it in the amulet, I'm going to give it one use as a physical ECB over at Claudia and see if I can get the pet as well. I got the pet on my main already, but let's see if I can get on the Ironman. Go ahead and use Split Soul a couple times. I do love that change where it now shows its own unique Split Soul overhead. That's really good. Well, this is going to be huge. This is going to be a huge first step in the range upgrades that I'm hoping to make here. Didn't get the Claudia pet. That's alright though. Let's go ahead and get out our amulet. I'm going for purple. That's what I have on my main because the Split Soul color is purple, so easy way to remember it. And let's just rip off the band-aid here. ECB into the amulet. Partly painful, partly epic. Alright, so that's step 1 of my master plan to get near best in slot ranged gear basically completed. Getting the Eldritch Crossbow on my Ironman is a huge upgrade in its own right, and is definitely in the top 3 most important, but arguably the most important ranged upgrade in the entire game. I'm going to continue grinding ED3 solos until I get the pet. I'm in a good groove right now, getting 5 kills an hour. I'm feeling really comfortable with the boss. It's a 1 in 100 drop for me right now with 2 thresholds, and I'm even approaching the 3rd pet threshold. So it seems prudent to get the pet now before moving on to step 2 of my ranged upgrade route. And who knows, with how lucky I already was, it's not even out of the question that I could get a second physical ECB before getting the pet. That's going to be it for this video though. Next time, I'll hopefully be done with ED3 completely and moving on to Vorkath. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider sharing this video with a friend and subscribing to keep up to date with my double Golden Reaper challenge. If you ever want to watch me live, follow me on Twitch, linked in the description. I stream about 3 days a week right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.